Across Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific, this is the week's Adventist news in focus.
Hello, thanks so much for joining us this week. I'm Sibel Kute. Philippines authorities say 500,000 people have been displaced by Typhoon Kopu, which hit Luzon, the nation's most populous island, last week. According to Adventist Review, 54 people were killed as the Category 5 storm pummeled the region. The Adventist Development and Relief Agency, or ADRA, has its Southeast Asian headquarters in Luzon and was able to be one of the first NGOs to respond to the disaster. ADRA has been distributing emergency shelter kits to families hit hardest by the typhoon and says that the greatest need going forward will be to rebuild damaged and destroyed homes. In an historic first, Fiji is preparing to inaugurate a Seventh-day Adventist as its president. Major General George Conrote has most recently been serving as a government minister, but has resigned his position in order to take up the presidency, a mostly ceremonial role similar to that of Governor-General in other Commonwealth countries. President-elect Conrote's appointment is controversial in some quarters. Not only is he the first Adventist in the position of president, but he's also the first non-chief and the first from the Rotuman ethnic minority group. His inauguration has been set for the 5th of November. The 2015 Religious Freedom World Report makes for sobering reading, with clear evidence emerging that all is not well, particularly for religious minorities. The survey of more than 220 countries identified trends of increasing government restrictions on religious freedom, as well as rapidly growing threats from non-state actors, including extremist and terror groups. The biannual report is produced by the Seventh-day Adventist Church's Public Affairs and Religious Liberty Department. It takes special note of the situation of Adventists who are a religious minority in each of the 216 countries where the church is established. The Adventist practice of Sabbath observance is a particular source of difficulty with schools and employers, even more so in countries where religious fundamentalists are influential. Good news for chocolate lovers, with new evidence emerging that dark chocolate, in particular, may make you smarter. The preliminary research from Adventist-owned Loma Linda University suggests that the cacao in dark chocolate affects regions of the brain associated with learning and memory. The result seems to be an improvement in memory, an increase in intelligence, and even a boost in mood. The researchers are keen to point out, however, that their findings are preliminary and apply only to dark chocolate, not to milk chocolate or white chocolate. If you'd like to see more Christian news from Australia and around the world, check out the full half hour of Record in Focus. This week, how ancient bricks confirm the biblical record.
This is a real 2,500-year-old brick.
Yeah. And what's more important is some of this writing here, you'll notice. These are bricks from Nebuchadnezzar's building period in Babylon.
Trafford Fisher explains the importance of physical touch.
But smart couples say, no, they're aware that non-sexual touch, which is touch for touch's sake, it builds intimacy and closeness, it recalls those fun days. It's building intimacy in a much broader level than just physical intimacy.
And what's it like to be a Syrian refugee? ADRA's Beryl Hartman is back from Lebanon's refugee camps.
It's looking like the crisis isn't going to end very soon, so the camps are just filling up. More people are crossing the border. I think they say every second Syrian is now displaced, either outside of the country or inside of the country.
Wow.
It looks like an interesting episode, doesn't it? You can catch Record in Focus every week on Hope Channel, the Australian Christian Channel, or Digital 44 in Adelaide. And of course, all the InFocus videos are also at our website, record.net.au. It really is worth a look. Thanks for being with us this week. God willing, I'll see you next time on InFocus Adventist News.